What is up? It is week 11 coming at you with the week 11 IDP Waiver Wire show. We took a week off last week. Just life came at us hard. But it was another crazy week. So what's up, Mark? How you been?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm 3-1 this weekend. I
2-2.
almost went 4-0. Unfortunately, the stupid garbage time with Cooper Kupp and Stafford kind of pushed my opponent over me to get my loss in that league. But hey, 3-1 isn't bad. So you went 2-2 is not bad. You went 500. So can't argue with that. But other than that, though, today we're doing waiver wire IDP before the Panda Grizzly show. We will be helping them out because they're all busy as well. As much as life happens, same thing happened to us last week. We were just here. We had to take a break, so we didn't bring it last week. So I hope everything went all right. Regardless, you guys are all great. You guys are all pretty much winners in our books. Basically, from everyone we've been talking to that jumps on, pretty much has a decent lineup. I know Bot has a stacked lineup, and he'll probably join here in a second. He usually does.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything that stood out to you this weekend? Like just any game, player.
Well, Chase Young getting hurt sucks.
Well, yeah, that sucks.
And I can't believe we still beat Tampa Bay.
That was a very big surprise. I did not think Antonio Gibson was just going to look.
Yeah, you had him on the bench.
I still won. I had him on the bench.
But I looked at your starting running backs. It only would have been like a difference of like 3 points because all your running backs decided to go off this week. So.
Yeah, I did not like what he did 2 weeks prior before the bye. A fracture is no joke. I had a hairline fracture in my wrist. That's in his shin. It's going to bother him. So I just felt like, okay, bye week or not, it's still going to bother him regardless of the fact. So I didn't bring him up. I didn't start him. It's fine. I didn't need him anyways.
No, yeah, that's what I said. You're fine.
Yeah, so I did bring him in one league, though, and he scored the 2 touchdowns. So but here's the thing about Antonio Gibson. He's going to be so touchdown dependent for the rest of the season. I don't think he's going to get those 50-yarders, 40-yarders anytime soon, regardless of the fact they're still giving him like 15-plus freaking, touches. What's up, Will? Cowboys defense went off. Yeah, they've been going off. Welcome to Earth. The Cowboys defense is actually pretty good. But no, they did. Trayvon Diggs has been almost getting an interception almost every week. Did he have another one this week?
I didn't see much of that game.
Yeah.
I know CD had like 20 points in the first quarter.
Yeah. Him and Dak finally connected. I was happy about that. So that's always good. So yeah, I mean, Cowboys are definitely looking like the strongest one in that division. I think they're going to take it. I think they'll make themselves a playoff berth here soon. The way things are looking. So.
Oh, I realized I just lost to you in Justin's league. That's who I was playing.
Yes.
I didn't put that together. I was like, oh, this guy has CD and Antonio Gibson.
Yeah, but both of us
don't.
Oh,
wait, that was Martin.
Yeah, but the ranking system of that league is like 4th in our books. So it's like.
Yeah, I know.
So.
I just put that together. I was like, man, I had CD in every league with that one, and he killed me in that one.
Yeah, I had Dak and CD stacked on that one. So
I know.
Double points for me on that one. But as we go, Cowboys, man, their schedule is looking really nice towards the back end of this rest of the football season. So the next 4 weeks definitely is going to be crucial for you and everyone, honest. And there he goes, high Earth. Yeah, dude, I think they're going to be looking really great. Hey, what's up, Jacques? So Jacques Finn says, Gasecki almost sold me, but Kupp comes out in clutch, as he usually does. That garbage time actually put me to 3-1 this week. I almost went 4-0 with all my leagues. So, but yeah, definitely hurt some people and definitely helped some people in that sense. So, Anyways, so I guess Mark is getting a phone call, but it's all good. Anyways, so let me just run real quick. Tomorrow, we will be giving out our jersey giveaway for Will and Jacques. If you're not in it yet, I'll probably plug this in multiple times. Get in there. I know I was going to try and do it over the weekend, but I thought I'll give it a week. We put the video out Thursday, so give it one whole week. Tomorrow we'll be revealing the winner for the jersey. It'll be your favorite team. If you're not in it already, get in there. It's a 2-minute video. It's the 100 subs giveaway. Jersey is going to be the team of your choice with team number 1 because you're going to be the first person to get Dynasty Pylon jersey. So I think we have like about 15, 16 contestants right now, so it's not bad. So the odds are still good, considering we have 100 subs, 104 now. So, anyways, let me know how you guys did. Will, how did you guys do in your leagues? Jacques, how did you do in your league? Let us know. I mean, it's crunch time. The playoffs are almost around the corner, 5 weeks from now ish for some leagues. But for us, most of us start week 15. You should be starting week 15. We've mentioned this earlier in the season. You should be starting week 15 because 14 is still a bye week, so 15 should be that first round playoffs, unless you have first round bye or whatever commish decides to do it. Yeah.
And there's some crucial people who have worked week 14 buys too.
Yeah,
like the
so
Colts.
And it sucks for some individuals who are doing their playoffs week 14. I know the league we don't really like is doing playoffs week 14 for the bottom 8. So essentially the first
for the bottom
4.
8. Okay.
Yeah, the first top 4 teams are in the playoffs. They get a bye week. The bottom 8 have to go into week 15 playoffs. Essentially, everyone makes playoffs. It's really weird.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so trust me, we hate that league so much. And add on to what
I didn't even realize. I thought the playoffs. I thought he would just start them like the normal person, be week 15. But
well, we know he's not normal, so
he also has everybody make the playoffs. So
that's what I'm saying. So this is why I did the test of tanking the entire season. This was the week I had to win, which I did. For these next following weeks, I have to win. I did the test. It's redraft, so redrafts is super easy now. Now that we do Dynasty in IDP, it's super easy. I did the test of if I lose and get a lower seed against these scrubs, I'll make my way to the top. I still plan on finish 5th or higher in that league. So we'll see how that goes. I have players lined up for the back end of the season.
It's crazy though. I was just looking at it like outside of my dad, like second to last to first is only a difference of like 3 games.
Oh no, not that league. I'm talking about the league.
Oh, you're talking about Justin's league. Justin's league.
Yeah, call him out. Why don't you?
Oh, he doesn't watch the show. Come on now.
He probably doesn't. More than likely he doesn't. But I figured if I went low and I kind of did purpose mistakes on top of that to lose to get a lower seed, I think I can beat out these scrubs. So we'll see. In our Dynasty League, though, it's still kind of anybody's game still in the middle of the bag. So next 2 weeks should definitely conclude that. So anyways, let's get into our IDP waiver wire. So let's start with the big guys. As we love, the big guys.
Boys.
Yep. Main key of the line, the heart of the line. If you don't give them any love, then I don't know what's wrong with you, because that's their key part of what makes that defense. So, let me pull up my screen. That way I'm not squinting. But a D-line, no particular order, have Marcus Davenport out of New Orleans, 3% roster, 46 snaps, 77% of snappage usage there on defense. So it's pretty good. 3 solos, 2 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, 2 QB hits. Not bad for the big guy. there in New Orleans. Definitely getting himself some reps at 77%. That's definitely what you want. Now, here's the one. Jason Oweh, who earlier in the season wanted to tell NFL he doesn't want to go by Jason, so he wants to go by Adafe Oweh, his birth name, which is nothing wrong with that. But I know in some leagues you're going to find him as Jason. Same guy, just his real name is Adafe Oweh, not Jason. Jason, I guess, was just his name when he came here. I don't know what the story is behind that, but he told NFL he doesn't want to be called Jason anymore. But anyway, so I had to throw that in there in quotations. If you're searching for him, if you need a D lineman, cool thing about him is he plays LB as well. So 66% of snaps, 3 solos, 1 assist, 2 tackles for loss, and a sack and 3 QB hits. So definitely worthwhile picking him up. He's on the Baltimore Ravens. Patrick Queen is not. I mean, he's putting up numbers, but he's not doing anything spectacular. It's kind of sad because I really thought I had high hopes for the sophomore. He needs to step up. I really thought that this would be the year to step up for him because why he's the middle linebacker. We haven't really had a key leader there since Ray Lewis. So, anyways, so my third guy was Dre Moss Jones out of Denver, 66%, 61% snaps there. So 3 solos, 1 assist, 1 tackle for loss, and a sack, and a forced fumble. So why is Eric Armstead on there? Beat me to the punch, guy. I will get to that. So I think Denver is going to be relying on their line a lot. The loss of Miller. I didn't really check the stats on Chubb, but yeah, I think that the fact that Denver is their defense is good, but I mean if you need D lineman, I think Jones is definitely stepping up. His snappage is going up, so that's what you want, and he's over 50%, and I like that. So now, Braden, why is Eric Armstead on here? Week 9, he had 10 total tackles. I can't identify which ones were solos and assists and tackles for loss, but I put him here because with the loss of Nick Bosa, potentially this week with COVID, I think this week is a solid IR pick for him. I know he did not play; he just came back. So, but from the following week of week 9, he was there 76% of the time. This is why I have Eric Armstead on. So with Nick Bosa going out from COVID, I think Armstead's going to have to step it up on that side of the line. Definitely, this is why he was there on this list. Again, it was in no particular order, but this is why I have him there. So there you go, Braden. And then Taylor Stallworth out of Indy, 50% of snaps. And yes, that's what I just said. He is on the COVID list. So this is why I said Armstead should step it up. So, did I say that? Did I miss it?
No, you said it.
Okay, all right. Making sure I said it. So, yeah, Joey Bosa's on COVID list. So this is why I had Eric Armstead having to step it up this week. If you're in desperate need for a D lineman for the week, I think he's a good smash play for the week. And then once Joey Bosa gets back, then I guess Eric Armstead go back to waivers. I don't know. It's up to you. But I think he'll be solid. Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa. You know, the Bosa brother. Jesus.
Well, he's saying Joey's on the COVID list, not Nick.
No, but really?
That's what he's saying. I have no idea.
All right. Well, whatever. I'm pretty sure it was. Now you got me looking research on this. Here it is. But let's see here. The Armstead. There's a reason why I put him on here. I don't just do this for no reason, but there's always a method behind my madness. Let's see. I also had the African. So, anyways, let me find this out. Anyways, Mark, how was your defense doing on IDP? While I search this.
TJ Watt's probably the only consistent defensive guy I have. Oh, and Humphreys. Humphreys gives me a solid 8 to 12 points every week, I guess. But Darius Leonard is definitely having an off year, to say the least.
All right, so now I'm looking at the snap counts. Maybe I did mention the wrong Bosa. Okay.
You did mention the wrong Bosa.
There was a reason, and I think it might have been his snap counts on here. I'm looking up his snap counts. I know it was increasing. I'm going to look up the old week snap counts here. See, this is why he just needs to hurry up and get on the show.
Right? He could have done this in private and
probably. All right. So
let us know, hey, it's the wrong Bosa.
Yeah. No. Okay. So, so earlier in the season, it was like 66, 66, 68, 69. Jesus. So earlier it was in the 60s, and then it was like week 7, he had an 80% increase, whatever that might be. But he's staying at a solid 70, he's over 75% of the snaps there at the end. So over street, key, D4, D4 is kind of like done the last 3 weeks. But all these guys aren't actually in there for a reason. Like, let's see, who the hell is Charles Umenui? Apparently got 13 snaps. But anyways, right. I think he's the number 2 DN there. So, but his snaps have increased from 66, 67, going up to 70 to 76 to 77. So they're trusting him more. That's probably why I put him on here. I know last week he didn't really do much, but there it is. Anyways, and then Taylor Stallworth out of Indy, 4 solos, a tackle for loss, and a sack, and a QB hit 3. So that is my apologies. I did read the wrong Bosa brother, but hey, Armstead is increasing on his hit. So DN eligible. Armstead's still good. All right, so let me welcome back a linebacker who's done absolutely nothing except for semi-numbers in the last couple of weeks. Devon White.
Whoa!
Actually did something this week.
Yeah, I know. Guess who was playing against him?
That sucks, my guy.
I know. I was like, oh, look, Devon White. And he was doing it against my team.
The last 2 weeks, he did okay. But these are the numbers what I was expecting from him earlier in the season. So
ridiculous, man.
Do I see this happening again? No, not at all. The way he's been playing all season, I don't see this happening again. Devon White is not going to be in the higher tier of linebackers this season. This one game is not going to be a fruition for what's going to happen next season. I don't see it. If it happens, if he starts playing like he did last season for the rest of the season, perfect, but I don't see it. I really don't. He'll go back to single-digit numbers with 4 to 5 tackles here and there. Maybe a tackle for loss. Maybe he gets a sack. But this week he got solo tackles, 13 of them. 3 tackles for loss, 5 assists, and 2 sacks and 3 QB hits. So, welcome to the NFL, Devon White. Where have you been?
Could have picked a better week, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I guess when you have Washington who runs Gibson up the middle all the entire time, Devon White's going to be there. So, the last 2 weeks he's been increasing his fantasy points in IDP world, but nothing crazy to me that I felt like it was Devon White-esque. If that makes sense. I think last week he had 10 points, which was, what you want. But elite linebackers such as himself put up double digits on a regular basis, and he has not been doing that. So, Devon White. Anyways, that's our number 1 IDP out of our out of our league. So, but he was Defensive Player of the Week anyway. So, good for him. All right. So, as we're going into the linebackers, let's go with the DBs. Jalen Thompson out of Arizona, 5 solos, 4 assists, 1 pass deflection, an interception, tackle for loss. He did pretty good. I actually watched him live, and it was just nice to see them actually do some good there. So at least someone was playing defense there, because Cardinals. I don't know. Look, man, if tomorrow when you guys go to work, keep an eye out. Look to your left, look to your right, or when you're going to the mailbox or picking up the kids. See if you find a Cardinal out there, because they weren't there Sunday.
Mm-mm.
So I don't know who those were. Those were fans in jerseys. So keep an eye out. The Cardinals are lost, and I think you just need to look for them. Except for Jalen Thompson. He was the only one who did anything there, I guess, apparently. But as for the rest of the Cardinals, I did not recognize those guys at all from what I've been seeing the last couple of weeks. And Cam Newton, welcome back, basically made him look bad. But in all fairness, Cam Newton didn't really do anything extra.
Yeah, like the 2 plays at the very beginning on the goal line.
Yeah, and it was, within the 20, and it was like, okay, he rushed it to the right, and then threw one later. It was kind of nice seeing him there. That is now the 3rd time I've watched Cam Newton live, which is kind of funny to say, as a Panther in his career, but never as a New England Patriot. So when I was at Bank One, it was Capital One or Bank One Stadium there at Panther Stadium, I watched him live back when he was Superman. Now he's just regular old Cam. So yeah, he's not the same. So we'll see how he does next week with DJ Moore. I hope that the connection there regains himself. He remembers throwing him. We know that Christian McCaffrey was doing pretty good with Cam Newton. So
he did pretty good. So
yeah, it's just a different offense. So it's not the same offense. We'll see how he does there. If you had DJ Moore, would you be starting him?
Oh no, it's a good question. I have to wait till after this week, because I know going into next week he will be the starter and he'll be the every down quarterback.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because even before, if you look when Superman, when Cam Newton was the Carolina quarterback,
former Superman,
his receivers weren't exactly putting up crazy good numbers.
Right.
They would run the ball. He would run the ball, and then he would pass it on 3rd down if need be. But it was basically the tight ends, I think, was his favorite target. Remember Greg Olsen and all those big guys.
And James just exposed his age with a high school relationship. So, cool, man. That's all right. He's not as good as he used to be. Do I wish him the best? I wish that Cam can turn it around. I really hope so. I really hope that Cam does play as well as he. There's going to be some regression. He's a lot older. He's a lot slower. He's not as good as he was when he's 24, 25. So, but we'll see. I'm a little scared about DJ Moore, and Robbie Anderson hasn't really done anything all season anyway. So
he got a touchdown. That's who he threw the stupid touchdown to.
Well, yeah, that's very true. But other than that, Robbie Anderson hasn't really done much. So, but anyway, we'll see. Anyways, so let's get back into the DBs. Terrell Edmonds out of Pittsburgh. The next 2 guys are plus over 90% of snaps here, so that's definitely guys you definitely want. 4 solos, 1 assist, 1 pass deflection, and 2 tackles for loss, a sack, a hit on QB. Terrell Edmonds is part of this nasty defense that Pittsburgh Steelers had. I don't know if it was the fact that they were on defense a lot, and this is why the Lions tied with them, or if it was just the fact that I don't know. Is it embarrassing? Yes. The Steelers should be shameful that they're the first team that almost lost to the.
Almost.
Yes. You don't ever want to be that one person that lost to the worst team in the league. I know that feeling, so it's not a very good feeling. But yeah, they almost lost. The Lions may get their win, but they also could be the first team 0-16-1. So
Yeah, how crazy would it be if they go 0-16-1 and be like, hey, that's not even their worst amount of losses in a season. They tied it.
So hey, it's a possibility. I really hope they squeeze out a win in these next 8 weeks. I'm rooting for them, man. I'm not a Lions fan, but I kind of want them to win. Just give me one. It'll be exciting for them. Detroit. It's going to be like winning a Super Bowl, man. So, anyways, and it really is.
Tank.
What's he say?
He said refs can't help 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. I'm sure we're going to talk about refs here in the next show. So we're doing our IDP waiver wire. The Pan and Grizzly on the Nerd Huddle show, they are busy, vacation, or hiatus. I don't know. Who knows?
All three.
Yeah, so we'll be helping them out. So we will try and act like Bears fans by complaining a lot and complain about Nagy, and then every now and then say "Go Bears."
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is that the show? Did we just do this show?
Oh, we don't need to do it.
We don't need to do it. We just did it. So, anyways, let's see. James, ownership just needs to sell because it's getting ridiculous. Defense won't make them just sell the team. If you're talking about the Bears, yes, I think a lot of crap is going on there. I feel bad for Justin Fields. I think I don't know. I think he's gonna have a great career. I just think that Nagy needs to leave, and any of those hire-ups. But okay, we'll see. We'll be with our producer Tank there in that show. Which after we're done here, we'll go to that one, and we'll just talk Bears, and I'll try and complain about Bears as much as I can, because that's what they do. So yeah, and there it is. Save Justin, fire.
Yes.
And yes, the Dynasty, yes, we took over 100. Thank you, producer Tank. Look,
yes,
I think everyone here is in the contest. I believe so. But if you're not, you should be subscribed already and be liking that video on the 2 minute video that we have 100 subscribers. Tomorrow we will reveal that. But tomorrow we'll be doing the draft as well. So hopefully maybe during the middle of the draft, or I haven't decided if we do it after the draft. I figure we'll do it. We'll give it the week. We put it up Thursday last week, and we'll just give it a week to accumulate more contestants. I just felt like it was unfair after 3 days.
Yeah, I agree.
So we'll leave it up for a week. As of tomorrow, will be just about a week. So let me clarify. The Lions need to sell. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. That sounds a little bit more.
The Ford family.
Yeah. They need to do a lot. I don't know. Is there a curse that I'm not aware of?
Maybe.
In the Lions, like something. I don't know. But I feel bad for them. I like them. Gotta like DeAndre Swift. So, anyways, so yeah, we'll be doing that next. As for now, let's finish up these D linemen and then finish off the linebackers, and then we'll close it out and then head over. And
no, we're doing cornerbacks. We already did D linemen.
Yeah, sorry.
Calvin Johnson curse, maybe.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. That's what Braden just said. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I moved on. Yeah. Go ahead. So. DBs, my bad. So, Javon Holland, he should probably be picked up, but apparently he's only 4% owned in some leagues, which is kind of crazy to me. I feel like
Yeah, I
he
know.
should be owed.
You
He's
would
playing
think.
100% snap. Yeah, I don't know. 4 solo tackles, 1 assist, 2 pass deflections, a tackle for loss, a sack, and a QB hit. Put him in the box. I like DBs that are in the box. It's always getting you massive points, especially for the yards for sack. So, and then Cameron Curl, once again, we brought him up here on the show before. Still, not a lot of people rostering him, so 6% only. So 3 solos, 4 assists, and 1 pass deflection. So he's doing his job. He seems like him and Collins are probably the elite guys there. I know we had a little scare with what's the other kid? Mick Darby? No, Mick. Who's the third one? We were a little worried about that Cameron Crowe was going to get benched by some other.
Oh, I can't remember.
It was Mick
He's
something.
He's the free safety.
Yeah, I was like Mick Mullen or something. I don't know, McLovin. The McLovin guy. Yeah, he almost took over Cameron Crowe's job at the
McClaric?
Sounds
I think it might be McTire.
We'll just call him McLovin.
McTire?
Great. Braden, look it up.
Oh, he just did. He said McTire.
Is that what it is? Yeah. But we'll call him McLovin. So, Eric Harris out of Atlanta. We brought him here before. 4 solos, 3 assists, 1 pass deflection. He seems to only be the actual good safety there. If you're hurting at safety, they're on defense a lot. So, Deion Jones, Fusei Luakon.
Especially when they play the Cowboys.
When your team sucks, you play defense a lot, and then this is where IDP becomes relevant. So, fire up your Seahawks IDP guys. Fire up your.
You gotta get the studs on the duds.
Exactly. So that's the DBs. Let's end it with the D line or.
You got Kyle Van Noy on there. Good job.
I felt like he deserved 5 solos, 1 tackle for loss, a sack, hit on QB, and a forced fumble.
And with Jamie Collins going on IR, he'll get more.
Exactly. Yes, that is exactly why I felt like he was one of the main reasons. He's going to step up until we hear more information on that. Sucks for Jamie Collins, but he'll eventually be back at some point. So, Shaq Thompson, multiple times.
Yeah, how's that guy not on every team by now?
I have no idea. He's only 12% owned. So, I'd say in the IDP world, 12% is a little over 60%, or at 60, roughly. If you're just IDP leagues, 12% is equal to 60, roughly, I think. But yeah, so he's still out there somewhere. So 4 solos, 2 assists, 2 pass deflections, a tackle for loss, a sack, and 2 QB hits. Which, dude, those could have been sacks. Easy.
Yeah.
I watched them and they were close. So. But then you would have gotten massive points off of sacks because depending on your league's pointage, some leagues have 6 points per sack. I like to accumulate and stack things in order to add up to the sack because not all QB hits are sacks. Some of them, they get the throw off and they hit them. So they did their job. And then Kenneth Murray and Kazir White, both of them at LA Chargers, it seems like they're 50-50. Both of them playing roughly around the same amount of numbers, but Murray's at 75% snap, but he's still over 50, so he won linebackers that are there. He's only a sophomore, so Kazir White's probably that lead role there, but with 8 solos and 4 assists. But Murray's at 3 solos and 1 assist and a tackle for loss, so they're both good linebackers. And my last guy is Jaden Brown.
He's a good one we've been talking about for a long time too.
We have been. He's been on a roller coaster, man. At first, they weren't using him. David Long Jr. was basically that was his defense. Jaden Brown went down in the depth chart. We were never going to see him again. David Long got hurt, and out comes back Jaden Brown. Realized, okay, I need to step it up. Last 2 weeks, he's been doing pretty solid. So 8 solos and 2 assists. So he realized his job is going to be easily taken. So I think last couple of weeks have been doing pretty good. He doesn't want David to take his job. So, and they're both solid linebackers. So, but we'll see how that goes as we see the next 8 weeks of football. 4 for someone. So, thought Brown was on IR. No, he's playing. So he was earlier. I think week 3 through 5. So no, he's playing. He's just well, other than that though, Tennessee's defense has stepped it up, which we didn't see this coming at the beginning of the season. They were playing horrible, so good for him. I mean, I'm glad that he's actually stepping up from what we're used to at the beginning of the season. So, are you checking that he's on IR? Because I'm pretty sure he's not.
I was, just to be sure. Oh, and by the way, Bobby McCain. That's who you were thinking of.
Yes, Bobby McCain.
He's actually the backup to Cam Curl now. Cam Curl is the starting free safety.
Good for him. Yeah, McCain. That's what he's talking about. Not McTree. So yeah, Bobby McCain. But you're right. So, anyways, tomorrow we'll be doing a draft. Some of us are in there. James, I know you're in there. We'll be doing a not really mid now. I'd say close to the back end of the season. Would you draft knowing what you did now from what you did then type of draft and pushing on forward? And then I guess we could just talk about it. Talk about these key players. Obviously, the sauce I'm happy about. The sauce is definitely going to get his go time here with Aaron Jones being out with a banged up MCL. Thank God it's not a season injury, but hey, it'll be out for 1 to 2 weeks. So that is kind of basically the recent news. But as of now, AJ Dillon, the sauce, is going to be playing for a little bit. So, and everyone gets to see how well he does. I think he's the next biggest back close to Henry, weight-wise. So, are you going to say something?
Oh, yeah, he's not injured. He's good.
I didn't think he was. I thought I didn't think he was either. So, anyways, any final thoughts before we close it out and then join our producer and then get this bear show?
The Rams game was his first game back.
Okay, all right. So, was what, like last week?
Yeah, it was the last Sunday night football game.
Okay, yeah,
against the Rams, the where they intercepted Stafford and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Stafford was not Stafford.
No,
as of late, that is
not yesterday either.
Yeah, it was just still like
I don't know if he's hurt or what's going on there.
I don't know. I don't know, but that was not what we've been seeing lately. It just kind of brought me by shock that that they I don't know. He threw an interception. I think he threw like 2 of them at the beginning. So what does James say? So in the draft, Drew McCaffrey is still number 1, and not surprised Taylor isn't. I don't think they've updated the rankings yet in the app. But when we're drafting,
if it's going forward, I'm not shocked because McCaffrey's back. If he was still hurt, then I would have thought he'd be.
I don't think McCaffrey. If I had the 101 tomorrow, I don't think I'd take McCaffrey as number 1.
No. I'm not saying I would either necessarily. I'm just saying that I'm not shocked that he's still number 1.
No. I mean, you can't argue that. Like, McCaffrey, we all know well he does. But as of late, do we go another 2-3 weeks before he gets banged up again? It just seems like since last season, he comes off IR, comes back, gets hurt, plays a game or 2 from getting hurt, and then he goes back on. Honestly, I like Jonathan Taylor's schedule going on for the rest of the season.
Oh, I thought you were going to take if you got the number 1 pick, I thought you'd take AJ Dillon.
No. I like AJ Dillon.
Surprised you didn't talk about how great he had.
I did say he's the number one right now. So Jones, you were on your phone. That's what the issue was. You were on your phone while I was just ranting about AJ Dillon. So,
is that when I left for a second?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Just like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, when I was looking up the Jalen Brown.
Did you leave? Yes, you were gone. You were deep in your phone, is what it was. But
I was
look,
trying to see if Jalen Brown. I didn't want us to be suggesting a guy that was like on IR.
No, I don't know what James is talking about. He was on IR earlier, but he's not.
Yeah, he's back now.
But yeah, no. If it came down to me, I'd still take Taylor. Rest of season for the next 4 or 5 weeks, he's gonna have an easy, pretty schedule. I would take him over. That's just me. But hey, and Rams need to humble up. I think they need to figure out what else they got. Like, without Woods, is Odell going to be the old Odell that we're used to? Is the issue. Obviously, we saw what Kupp and Stafford did towards the garbage time towards the end, which hurt a lot of people. We were talking about that earlier. But I think that the Rams still have a chance. I think they're just in this weird rut of a situation they just need to get their heads out of, get back, as James says, they need to humble up and get back on track. So, Rams need to learn to play without 3 or 4 receivers. Yeah. They need to utilize Henderson. I guess utilize Sony Michel. I mean, he's still an athletic player, but I think Henderson's your better go-to back. So we'll see how this future holds. But yeah, tomorrow we're doing the draft, mid-season, towards back end, kind of week 10, week 11. Basically, you're drafted for the next 3 weeks, and then your playoffs. So we'll see how that goes. See how we feel about each other's teams. And then we will have Dustin on tomorrow, which I'm excited for. And I believe Anthony and Mike are all coming from the Get Right Network. So, yeah, I'm not sure if all 3 of them are, but I know Dustin for sure. But we'll see how that goes. We'll be just drafting IDP. I know Anthony is not familiar with IDP. I hope he does it. Just because he told us he was going to do it eventually at the beginning of the season. But I know Mike and Dustin are familiar with IDP. So, and then it's not going to be a full roster either. It's only going to be 16. Typically, when you do IDP leagues, it's a little bit longer just because you have to make the bench spot bigger for both offense and IDP players. But tomorrow it's going to be a little bit harder. We're only going to do 16 rounds. So, yes. Big day for Dynasty Pylon tomorrow. Yes, for sure. Get those Get Right guys tomorrow. And then we'll be giving out the jersey reveal tomorrow sometime during the show, or if not, towards the end. So stay tuned for that. And, yeah. Anything else, Mark?
Should be exciting tomorrow. I'm looking forward to the draft. I think it's going to be really fun.
I think so, because you're going to see what people would have drafted compared to how much of a rankings it changed how people feel about certain players now.
No, I agree.
And then we can always go back after the season, watch the video, and see if maybe our rankings of what rounds these players go are still the same. Because I feel like, with Etienne and Akers coming back and Dobbins coming back, it's going to change the running back situation a little bit for next season. But is it going to be random as last time? Yes. I like to keep you guys on your toes. I'm going to do it 3 times, see where you guys land. Of course, James. Come on.
I don't know. You hit random 3 times, and twice you were the number 1 pick. That's pretty.
Hey, look.
That's
you
pretty,
saw it. I did it live. You can't blame me for it. So, anyways, that's what we'll be doing. So, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you're at. This is Dynasty Pylon Show. My name is Martin. Here with Mark, and we will be back tomorrow, 6 Mountain Standard Time. Yes, I can say that now because we're on our own time zone.
Well, technically, you were right by saying Mountain Standard Time. Just everybody else was on Mountain Pacific Time.
It's the fact that they were on our time. I would make it easier for them if I said Pacific.
Or Mountain Daylight Savings Time. Sorry.
Hey, look, we're in Arizona. We don't care about daylight saving times.
We stay on that standard time.
Hey, we do our own thing, all right? Anyways, so what do we got here? Make an ugly Christmas sweater. Am I making one?
Could.
But I actually have 2 of them. I will probably wear it here coming up soon. After Thanksgiving.
I have a Christmas blazer.
I have one of
Christmas lights all over it.
I have one of a snowman and then a Christmas sweater. We should wear those. One of them. So, but yeah, and we'll see if we can wear that here in the next coming episodes as Christmas comes along after Thanksgiving. But yeah, anyways, that's it. Again, if you want to talk more football, more offense, we're going to do offensive wire pickups on the Nerd Huddle channel. That's down below. We'll be there with Tank on the Panda and Grizzly show. I will try and be a Bears fan for the hour. Can't make any promises, but we will talk about waiver wires anyways. So yeah, join us there. We can end the night, and that's pretty much it here for the Nerd Huddle. So, again, once again, anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right.
Josh Allen, what's up?
Later.
Later.
And end it tonight. See you on the Panda Grizzly. Whenever I can end this show. There we go.
So.
Getting hyped when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition, only first place, yeah, that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate, game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. When I watch me elevate.